Imagine a world where technology has collapsed, the earth is covered in toxic spores, and giant insects roam a landscape both terrifying and beautiful. That's the world of Nausicaä of the Valley of the Wind, a film that not only defined a generation of anime, but still feels deeply relevant today. And if you stick around till the end of the video, I've got a surprising fact that might change how you see this movie forever. But before we dive in, I want to take a moment to highlight something important. There's a charity dedicated to supporting Palestine and fighting starvation and poverty. This isn't a sponsor, just a cause I personally want to share. If you're interested, I encourage you to check them out and lend your support, because even small contributions can make a real difference. The link will be in the description below. The very first thing that stands out about Nausicaä is its visual style. This movie was made in 1984, and every single frame is hand-drawn. You can actually feel the craftsmanship, the careful brushstrokes, attention to detail in the landscapes, and the expressiveness of the characters. Unlike modern animation that sometimes feels too polished or too reliant on computers, Nausicaä carries this organic warmth, almost like you're looking at a living painting. The color palette shifts seamlessly between the harsh, dangerous tones of the toxic jungle and the softer, earthy colors of the Valley of the Wind, reflecting the duality of destruction and harmony. Watching this film is like being transported to an art gallery in motion. It's a visual masterpiece that hasn't aged a day. The world of Nausicaä is unlike anything else in cinema. Miyazaki doesn't just tell you about the setting, he makes you feel it. The sea of corruption with its spreading spores and colossal insects is more than just a backdrop. It's a living, breathing ecosystem. It's both terrifying and mesmerizing, representing nature's ability to adapt and thrive even after humanity's mistakes. The spores filling the air aren't just a threat, they're a metaphor for how fragile our relationship with the environment is. Every detail of this world, from the rusting remnants of ancient technology to the gliders slicing through the sky, adds to the sense that is a future built from the ashes of our own world. It's hauntingly believable, and that's what makes it stick with you long after the credits roll. Nausicaä herself is one of the most remarkable protagonists in anime. She's strong, compassionate, and deeply human. Unlike typical heroes driven by vengeance or conquest, her strengths lie in her empathy, and her ability to connect, even with creatures others fear. There's something incredibly moving about her ability to tame and calm these massive, terrifying insects through understanding rather than violence. And when her true nature is revealed, it adds a layer of depth that transforms her character from a character you admire to one you almost revere. The supporting cast also deserves recognition. Some characters highlight the destructive side of humanity, fear, greed, and the urge for war, while others show the potential for cooperation and hope. Together, they make the story feel alive, because each one is a reflection of real human flaws and virtues. This film isn't just entertainment, it's a statement. At its core, Nausicaä is about coexistence, respect, and the dangers of misunderstanding nature. The toxic jungle isn't an enemy, it's a result of humanity's past mistakes and a natural system working to heal the earth. That message, delivered through a narrative that blends science fiction, fantasy, and human drama, is more relevant now than ever. Add to that Miyazaki's clear anti-war sentiments, where he shows how cycles of violence only lead to more destruction, and you've got a film that feels both timeless and urgent. What's beautiful is that the film never feels preachy. It simply tells you a story that makes you reflect on your own world once the screen goes dark. That's a mark of true storytelling. Now, I have to talk about the experience of actually watching Nausicaä in a theater. Seeing this film on a massive screen with a sound system that brings every gust of wind and insect call to life. It's unforgettable. The scale of the animation truly comes through when you see it in this format, making the already breathtaking visuals feel overwhelming in the best way possible. And for me, personally, I went in with low expectations. I thought maybe it'd just be a dated anime curiosity, but by the time the credits rolled, I was stunned. It wasn't just a good movie, it was one of the best anime films I've ever seen. That's the kind of experience that stays with you. Nausicaä of the Valley of the Wind is more than just a movie. It's an experience, an artwork, and a lesson all wrapped into one. With stunning visuals, impeccable world building, powerful themes, and a protagonist you can't help but admire, it earns its place as one of the greatest anime films of all time. My final score averages out to a 9.5 out of 10. For me, it's a near perfect masterpiece.